and Randy Markham joining us as usual once again. How's the stomach, Randy? You got that feeling in there, playoff fever?
I'm pretty excited, Tim. It's a lot of excitement out there. I'm really feeling that we can take these guys, and maybe not in 4 games. I think we can take them and lead us on to the Turner.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to say Komets in 5.
I could go for that.
I'll take 4, though. If they want to do it in 4, that's okay.
You just want to see them play at home one more time.
You bet.
So that series will start 2-2, 1-1, and 1-1-1. So
yeah, that's the way that it should be. And so we are set for the Turner Cup playoffs. The opening face-off is taken by the Cleveland Lumberjacks. And it was really a meaningless game. Here we got the actual hardcore action, and we're missing about 1,000 people. The action goes in on the Cleveland zone. In behind the net is Hankinson. He puts it out front, and to take it there is Genscher. And here comes Lee Davidson to the line. Right side. Feeds it in on goal. Dodson makes the stop, and Genscher with a rebound fires it out. And we'll have an icing call against Cleveland as soon as Kerry Lusick touches the puck. Bob Laxo, Dave Smith, Ralph Barahona, Corey Koser, and of course not with us yet, Sylvain Cordier, Steve Wilson, and Dan Ratuzny.
As the Dan Ratuzny subject is a real sore spot among many Fort Wayne Comet fans.
Yeah, me included.
Good hit by Kerry Lusick.
Nice check by Lusick, and another hit put on by Jean-Marc. Puck will be stopped in behind the net. Lusick has it. He's being checked. It comes all the way out to Thiessen. He takes a shot from the right point, and it goes all the way over to Gruel. Gruel puts it back out to center ice. Cleveland drops it right back into the Fort Wayne zone, and Gruel gloved it down. And Lusick goes after it. He takes a couple of jabs. Reddick drops it down for Jean-Marc Richard. Richard up to Gruel. He's got Savage on the line with him. Scott winds up, shoots one into the corner, comes over to the near side, all the way back out to center ice, fed back into the Cleveland zone. And Thiessen around the boards, kept in by Shivarev, in behind the net. Fired back into the Fort Wayne zone, all the way down, and it's going to be an icing call against the Muskegon. Here I go already. Muskegon, Cleveland. Bob J. and Genscher down there.
Yeah, good for Bob J. Not taking that stuff off of Genscher.
Well, you know how Genscher is. He's a whiner, a crybaby, and name it.
And a good hockey player.
And a good hockey player.
He's tough. He's tough. He might be all those, but he's awful tough with the puck.
So the referee puts them both in the box. He's going to get control of it early, I do believe. Yes. Who's our official tonight? Have you checked him out?
No, I haven't. I think it looks like it's Adam, to tell you the truth, out of Colorado.
As soon as he gets turned around, we'll check out who the referee is. 2 minutes delay a game. Adam is the referee. Yep. Jay and Genscher cool. Has the puck behind his own net. Fed up the ice. Ian Boyce has it. Boyce drops it over, and Davidson has a shot. Oh, just wide of the net.
Beautiful play, though, Tim. Real heads-up hockey by Ian.
Carries it around from behind his net. On up the ice to Chinner. Chinner over to Willett. Willett into the zone. Feeds the pass into the corner. Block there for Cleveland. Takes the nice hit.
Nice hit.
And it's tipped back in by Richard. And Tour.
There's a trip.
Whoa.
Tripping penalty.
Going to be called a trip on the Fort Wayne Komets. So that will give Cleveland a man advantage. And it'll be a 4-on-3 situation. Komets 2 men short, Cleveland 1 man short.
Kelly Hurd sporting a Dickie. You don't see those too often.
Yeah, Gruel wears one of those. Not that cold in here tonight, is it?
It doesn't seem to be.
So the Komets are going to have to cool 56 seconds left on Bob Jay's penalty. I always get a little squeamish when I only see 7 skaters out there, Randy. An awful lot of weird things can happen.
Yes, that's for sure.
4-on-3, yeah.
Predominantly black.
Yes. Face-off taken by the Lumberjacks. Jamie Leach with the puck. Feeds it down to Priestley. He goes in, looks, shoots, and a save. And now we're going to have a penalty call. Slash is going to be the call. So Adam right on top of the situation tonight. Slashing is going to be the call. And it's going to be Chin. Boy, and the Komets getting in early penalty box problems here. That will be delayed penalty until Bob Jay's penalty has expired.
Well, fans don't like that, but well, let's just hope, Tim, that he calls a tight game all the way through. And if he does, I'll be happy. But so often you see him do this, and they get almost seems to be one-sided. But gosh, in playoff hockey, you got to just about let him go a little bit.
Yeah, that's. He will hold on to it. Back over to Priestley. Priestley back to Gauthier, and Reddick a good state save, and it kicks it to the sideboards. And who's got the puck? Nelson. Back out, and we'll have a shot, and a great glove save by Pokey Reddick on that shot.
As we said many times before, Tim, when Pokey's on, he's on. He's awful tough to beat. And of course, the players, the coach voted him the MVP of the team and Superior Player of the Year. So so far he's playing to the right tune.
Complement of skaters out there on the ice, so it's a two-man advantage for the Cleveland Lumberjacks. And the face-off is in the Fort Wayne zone to the left of Pokey Reddick. No score if you just joined us. Ganscher feeds it on back to the boards. Racing over is Priestley and Richardson. And Bob Jay in there. He's fighting hard for the puck. The Komets are aggressive on this situation. They put it right back down the ice.
All Bobby J there, Tim.
Yes,
all Bobby J.
Man was possessed on that. 40 seconds left in the Cleveland two-man advantage. Here comes Nelson to the line. Feeds it on around behind the net. Pokey slows it down. Richardson grabs it, shoots it on out. Is kept in by Priestley at the right point. Gauthier fed into the side of the net. Look out. Nelson can't control the pass. And it's going to be in by Priestley at the left point. He feeds it over to Gauthier. He shoots, and a great save by Reddick. Richardson ices it down the length of the rink, and we got 12 seconds left. And then Kelly Hurd will come out, and the Komets will only be one man short.
12 feet down the net, Tim, for Reddick to stop that shot and cut down that angle. Great job.
Here comes Gauthier, left off to Ganscher. Ganscher, he takes a shot, and Reddick has it, and he'll hang on for a face-off. Boy. And that killed off the one penalty, and now Colin Chin has 54 seconds left in his, so it's a 5-on-4 situation, Randy. I like what I saw there.
Spray a little water on Pokey. He's awful hot.
Thiessen at the left point, fed off to Leach. Leach backhands it on deep into this Komet zone. Wilkie into check. Man behind the net, fed off to the side. Richard, it's in the stick of Richard, and he sends it down the length of the rink. 37 seconds left in Chinner's penalty. And the Komets doing a very good job of killing this Cleveland power play off. Dobson leaves it behind the net. And Tour fed up to Jason Smart. He fires it down into the zone, and Reddick will leave it there. Bob Jay goes after it. 15 seconds left in the penalty. Boyce tries to clear it out, and he does.
Sir.
Gets it all the way back down to the Cleveland zone. 6 seconds left in the penalty, and we'll be even Steven here. Here comes Tour, and they kill it off, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable.
The Komets have killed off a two-man disadvantage. Joel Savage on the ice. Goes back into the Fort Wayne zone, and it's taken by Bobby J. Bob J up. It goes. Davidson tips it. Tipped back at center ice, and down into the Cleveland zone it goes.
Oh, watch this one here.
And Tour giving the stick to Savage. Here comes Major. Mark Major in behind the net. Fed on around into the corner. Major has the puck. Feeds it up, and it's going to be taken by Cleveland. Feeds it over to the near side. Savage golfs it out to center ice. And Duberman back up to Black. He dumps it down into the Fort Wayne zone, and Kevin McDonald to Savage. Back on the defense to McDonald. McDonald fires it down in, and the defense for Cleveland has it. Major gives chase. He's got Gruel checking on him. Look out right in front of the net.
That should have been a goal there, Tim. They just couldn't get a hold of it.
Right out in front again, and it's going to be taken by nobody yet. And I believe we'll have a whistle down in the Fort Wayne zone with 12:44 left, period one. Drops it off for Hurd. Hurd goes in, looks, shoots, and the save made by Dobson. The rebound goes to the corner.
What a good play by Kelly Hurd.
And Hurd, and we're going to have a penalty call here on the Cleveland Lumberjacks. Cross-checking is going to be the call. And the Komets will get the power play now. And into the sin bin goes number 4, Travis. Power play. 10:16 left in period 1, no score. Here comes Jean-Marc to Bob J. He fires it around behind the net all the way to the near side, and Igor, along with Mikhailuk, it goes back in the corner to Willett. Back to Igor. Igor with the puck. Looks around, back to Willett. Back out to Igor. Igor over to Grant. Grant winds up, and the shot deflects wide and over the net! Score!
I'll tell you, gotta give a lot of credit to Igor Shibriev, Tim. He drew a lot of attention over the side of the net. And then Grant Richardson taking the big shot from out front, and Kelly Hurd just poking it home.
That first goal is a big goal. We always like to get on the board first, and the Komets have a pretty impressive record when they score the first goal.
And I think Cleveland's had the most pressure applied here during this first half of the first period, and Komets capitalized on that power play.
And that goal came at 10 minutes, 12 seconds of the first period. 1-0 Komets in game 1 of the Turner Cup playoffs. Kelly Hurd gets the power play goal for the Komets. Grant Richardson with 1 assist, and Igor Shibriev with the other assist. Kelly Hurd from Richardson and Shibriev at 10:12 of period number 1 makes it 1-0 Fort Wayne.
Heads up.
And down and out of play, we'll have a whistle and a stoppage of play. Randy?
Finally. I tell you, it's almost done when you start putting the ice.
Down, and here goes Fletcher in on his man. Oh, Steve almost had it. And he puts the body onto Tour. Smith for Cleveland dumps it in. That's offsides. Black about 4 feet into the zone, and it's offsides. Cleveland. McDonald and Tour looking at each other in front.
And Justin Duberman and Chin were going kind of pumping it a little bit.
Hey, happy Sunday morning. This during the playoff system here, we're going to be showing games on Sunday. And Bob Wilkie over to McDonald.
High sticking and a hold.
And a hold. He's going to even it up.
Yeah.
We'll have a 2-on-2. We'll be skating 4-on-4 here.
McDonald saying, I just had my arm around it. Just, I thought we were defense, a team that likes to play and likes to skate.
Bit around, look out, a shot in on Reddick, and he hangs on. And Pokey just got back to the side to cover that one, too. That was a shot by...
I don't believe it.
They're way up. Here comes Willett. He's got Shibriev. Here goes Igor. Whoa!
Gosh, what a beautiful play. You know, he had time, Tim. He just had a little bit more time, too.
And Igor has the puck again. He goes around front, tries a backhand. Igor running around out there, I'll tell you.
Amazing, isn't he? And the fans appreciate it, too. You love that.
Icing against Cleveland with 4:58 left, period 1. 1-0 to score, Fort Wayne. 25 seconds left on the penalties to Mikhailuk and McDonald of the Fort Wayne Komets as we get a good look at Igor Shibriev.
And you know, Tim, he had the puck there. He had both the goaltender and the defenseman down. He went ahead and shot it, and he knows just after he let go of the puck, I could just held one more millisecond there and moved to my left. He did a clear net.
Bruce Boudreau next to Derek Ray.
Ted Rolfe. Don Detter in the red. There's Mike Franke in the left.
Franke. Derek with the dapper suspenders on tonight there. Here goes Gancher. He shoots a high one. Boy, he was gone top shelf.
Perry, it's 4 by 6.
Yes, not 12 by 18. Hey, Wilkie comes up with the puck for the Komets. He's got Ian Boyce. Ian Boyce looks up wide, shoots the bullet just wide of the net. Boy, Boyce can fire that biscuit on the full stride.
And he can skate, too. I thought he might take it in a little closer.
Here goes Mikhailuk. He gets around Jay, and a save by Reddick. And the rebound taken by Davidson, cleared out to center ice, and Todd Nelson, close call.
I thought for sure that was the one.
Here goes Gauthier. That's their big line. Gauthier into the corner, back behind the net, Ganscher. Ganscher falls down. Davidson and Smart. And now Bob J in there fighting for it.
Come on, hold him up there, hold him up there.
Around behind the net, Gauthier. Right out in front, Reddick. Oh, boy.
See that going off of Grant Richardson's skate, I believe.
Or things like that, they could go either way. Dump right back into the Fort Wayne zone. 2:40 left, period one. 1-0 to score. And Lee Davidson will fire this one down. This is let's get things organized here. Look at Fletch go after his man. Icing Komets. Yes, it is. Jean-Marc Richard with the puck with the Fort Wayne Komets. He puts it up the ice. Chinner has it. Chin backhands it down into the zone. And Fletch goes after his man. And he
good squeeze play, too.
Check. On Nelson, he did that, too. And Nelson falls down. It comes right out to Priestley. Here comes Priestley. He'll fire it in. That's an icing. And they call it.
Barely.
Just barely. Place, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Guy had a lot of talent, but he's just a little too many screws.
Whoa!
Boy, oh boy, did Richardson put the hit on Gauthier. Here comes down as shot. Nice save by Reddick, and the rebound and hold it. We're going to have another penalty call.
Charging.
Yeah, charging call. And now a great Ganscher and Richardson looking at each other. And the linesmen go in, and here comes the whole host of players. And Boyce takes his man out. That all comes with 54 seconds left in the first period. We're going to have to wait and see what the penalty calls are here.
Well, Gauthier was really trying to line up Richardson, and Richardson really let him have it. And Gauthier, I thought was going to get hurt going into the boards.
Yeah, he did take a funny fall there.
It's those type of spills that can cause shoulder separations.
Oh, yeah.
Twisted knees. And
when I say funny, I mean odd.
Yes, I know.
Here goes Gauthier into the box.
Should be just one. I can't see whether the Komets are guilty of any other. Al Simpson's feeding it to him there, shaking his finger.
And Roger Masono.
Might be Richardson going. Looks like it is.
Waits to open the box. What's going on, he says. Okay, somebody's going in. It's going to be Grant. Richardson goes in.
It'll be interesting to see what that call is. Now, Grant, come on, settle down.
So Richardson into the box. Kelly Hurd has 1:33 left on his penalty. Gauthier in for the Cleveland Lumberjacks. We'll get the official call here from Jim Amstutz, formerly of 101.7.
I think that was an atrocious mistake for that radio station.
Boy, I guess.
Well, you know, the guy is all local. And you want to take care of those local people, but oh well, I'm not going to.
I'll say it. I think it was a bad move on the part of 95.1 to do what they did. They messed up a good oldie station right there.
Well, you know, you look at all these people that come back to Fort Wayne to peddle their wares, and Chuck Bailey's one of them. He's back at Fort Wayne,
and Jim Reed, a good DJ.
Jim Reed.
And Richardson is leaving the ice. We'll get the call here.
Well, let's hope he's not got a misconduct, because if he does, it's
yeah, that hurts if you have a 10-minute misconduct, and maybe that's what it is. We'll have to wait. Seems to be a long conference going on between the official and the linesman. And we should get the announcement now as he's telling Jim Amstutz. Jim's getting ready to do the racing this year, though. He's all fired up about the racing. Gauthier got 2 roughing. Grant
I don't know
got a 2 roughing and a 10-minute misconduct. So that will mean the Komets will skate with 3 skaters on the ice and Cleveland with 4. or 5. What we got? Somehow Cleveland has 5 players out there, Randy. Lusick right at home in front of the goal there. 12 seconds left in the period. Cleveland with a 2-man advantage to shoot, and it's blocked again by Jean-Marc. Fed off to the side, and Cleveland crashes the net, and look out, the Komets are not going to get it out. That's the end of the first period. And the Komets successfully, so far, have held off Cleveland on the 2-man disadvantage. Kelly Hurd has 39 seconds left in his penalty. Grant, 1:07 left in his minor. At the end of one period, the score of the Fort Wayne Komets 1, the Cleveland Lumberjacks 0. Total shots on goal, 8 apiece. We'll be right back with a special interview with Mark Gavart and Pat Steldy. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching Comet Hockey on your Jacks Komets in a 1-goal lead at 1-0. And that one came from Kelly Hurd, assisted by Grant Richardson, Igor Shibarev. And that came at 10-12 of period 1. The Komets have a 2-man disadvantage to kill off right now, Randy.
Well, Tim, at the end of that first period, you thought for sure that Cleveland could score, and you wouldn't be too upset at the Komets because they're down 2 players. But with the play in the Komets' end, the Komets kept the puck out, and it was very important for that to happen. And we're going into the second period ahead 1-0, and I'm getting some good vibes. They're playing well even when they're short, so let's just hope they keep it up.
That is correct. Kelly Hurd has 39 seconds left in his penalty. Grant Richardson 1:07 in his, but Grant will be gone for an additional 10 minutes on the misconduct. Each slot Nelson, Priestley off to the side of the net. Look out right there on the side, and missing the net was Ganscher. 8 seconds left, and the Komets will be down by 1 man. Mikhailic with the puck. He feeds it in, look out, shot, and it's going to be blocked by Lusick, and he will lay right on top of it. 1 second left.
Great job.
Dumped into the corner. Lusick golfs it over into the other corner. And
there we go.
Time has expired, and the Komets have successfully killed off another 2-man disadvantage.
Again.
That gives you a lot of confidence, I think.
And you wonder, though, how many times it's going to be able to do that, though, Tim. The law of averages is going to be against you.
That's true. They keep themselves out of the box. Nice save by Riddick, and the rebound fed right back out. Not out of the zone, though. Boyce will get it, and he's going to have Wilkie with a puck. Wilkie over to Kevin McDonald. Fed down into the Cleveland zone. A weird bounce off the boards. Whew. All the way down into the Fort Wayne zone it goes. And it's icing against Cleveland.
Wilkie did a heck of a job dumping Sandy Smith down there in front, running into Pokey. A little torture to her there.
Puck not cleared out. Boyce keeps it in. He feeds it in. And a nice save by Dobson. Just got it at the last possible second. Here we go. Whoa. How did Dobson stop it? He got the big stick out there and kept it from going in.
He needed to pick that stick up, and
he could play on an expansion team, could he not?
I think he could sign with one.
Hey, Willett. Oh, a nice poke check by Dobson. And Dobson single-handedly, and they're messing with Igor, and Igor just kind of smiles at him. Says, "Niet," skates away. Dobson keeping Cleveland in this one. It could have been 3-1, but he's been playing very well.
Kevin McDonald there giving Igor a little pat, saying good job. Kevin McDonald, a real strong player on that bench. He's always supporting the guys, pat him on the back, pushing him. A little extra shot out there. Aggressive hockey player.
There goes, and a great save by Riddick. Right out front, Hankinson has it. Good save by Pokey on that. Komets are on the power play. Shibarev left wing side. Whoa, elbow, and nothing called.
Oh, my gosh.
That was obvious. Over to Jean-Marc shoots, and it's blocked off by the defense. Fed back in and just missing the man. And a cross check.
Nice.
2 penalties that should have been called weren't. Especially the elbow. That was the most
That should have
flagrant.
been called, but he was over in the opposite corner.
And the puck finds its way out to center ice. 52 seconds left on the Comet power play. Sheberev carries it in. He's hooked high on the... Oh, right there it goes.
Yes! Oh, Willett! Goal! Unbelievable! Oh, Igor Chibriev.
Oh, boy. And I believe Willett will get it.
I would say Willett got the goal, and that was just all Igor Chibriev. Definitely being hung on hook, hang everywhere. But cut the puck in the zone and took it by the net, got out there in front where Paul Willett was, and found Dobson just scrambling out there in front.
And that makes it 2-0 Komets. We'll get the official announcements from Jungle Jim Amstutz. Paul Willett with the power play goal. Assist, Igor Sheberev.
Nice.
And here comes the Komets again. Back to Hankinson. He shoots and it's deflected off the skate of the defenseman. And that came at 8:33. Willett from Sheberev at 8:33 makes it 2-0 Komets. And here comes Cleveland, 3-on-2. Into the zone they go, getting back. Mikhailuk, hey, great save, Reddick. Boy, Pokey is playing well tonight. Mikhailuk had him stone cold right in front and offsides at the Fort Wayne line, and Mark Major's going to complain about it. But Cleveland zone, Dobson will stop it behind the net, and Nelson loses his stick, loses the puck.
The boards.
Whoa. And Gruel goes in and throws the body.
Looks like Gruel was got the spare there, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, what is he upset about?
So Gruel is just telling Lance to cool it. Everything's going to remain calm here. 9:36 left in the period. 2-0 K's. Around the glass, Bob J waits for it. He takes a check. Comes around the boards, Cleveland. Can't clear it out, Gauthier. Richardson fights for it in the corner. Back to Chin. Chin looks around for somebody. Feeds it back out to J, back to Chinner. Over to Bob J. A one-timer wide of the net. Look out, rebound's going to come loose to the Komets. Keep it in by Bob J. Oh, right over to Savage. Off the side of the net. Gruel can't tuck it in. And now Ross goes in on Gruel. And Scott's keeping his cool here.
He is. He's got to.
Scott's keeping his cool. That's what he didn't do last year. This year he is determined to make this as good playoff as he can. So Gruel agitating things up a little bit.
I'll tell you, if anybody's going to be able to pick the pocket of some goaltender, it's going to be Scotty Gruel. Never been arrested, but he's guilty. And fans are voicing their opinion. No call. And then what would you call anyway? Unsportsmanlike,
Molestation.
maybe.
Around to Bob Wilkie. Where was Bob playing? Was it Rochester?
Hershey.
Hershey, okay. The Hershey Bears.
Oh,
Willett. Didn't see it coming. Now look at this. Ganchar giving Willett the stick. Ganchar started that one. And this is kind of what I look for, Randy, is for Ganchar to start a little bit of the stick work and see how he can get the leading scorers in trouble. And that's typical Ganchar. He gave the first stick, and I hope the refs saw it.
well, I think they're going to both go for high sticking. And you know, I hate to see that, and that's what's going to happen. You don't start calling those penalties, you're going to see that high sticking. And
yeah, he'll take them both because they got the sticks up, both of them did. But it was initiated by Perry, the stick man, Ganchar.
wait a minute.
What's Duberman doing in there? What are they trying to do? Pull a fast on the ref here and get the wrong guy in the penalty box? It's your penalty, Perry. Get in there. Get in
They
there
must
and
have
be
an
quiet.
additional one for third man in the...
Well, we'll have to wait and see here, but it looks like Cleveland's going to pick up an extra penalty. Duberman went into the box. So we'll see what the call is. Here we go. High stick to Gancher. And Duberman gets a 10-minute misconduct. That will not affect the number of skaters on the ice. And Willett with a 2-minute high stick.
I'd say Duberman was talking about foreign languages.
Savage hustling around. Bob Wilkie with the puck to Jean-Marc. Plays it off his skate, feeds it back in behind the goal to Savage. He's bumped hard off the puck. It'll be kept in by Jean-Marc Richard. Richard to Wilkie, one-timer high, and it's bouncing down, and right there is...
Jim was trying to bail out there and hit College in the chest, I think. And, of course, if that would have gone in off of him with no direction of the puck by College, that would have been a goal.
That's right.
I've scored a few times off guys' buns. I've always been accused of hitting guys in the butt all the time.
The old shoot off the bun trick, huh?
Yeah.
Budget, so give us a break. Here goes Cleveland, shoots, and running a great save. That took right across the goal line of Pokey. That's 5 giant saves Pokey has made tonight. Big save from Pokey right there. As long as he's going to say, you idiot.
He's got everybody.
Everybody in that end of the Coliseum joins in on the idiot. Look at this. Oh, missing on the shot with Sheberat. 2 seconds left. Pokey comes out, and that's going to end the period. End of the second period of play. The Fort Wayne Komets find themselves in a 2-goal lead, 2-0. And Randy, their record after leading at end of 2 periods is nothing short of phenomenal, is what I'll say. But this is a playoff game, and 2 goals isn't that much, right? For sure. Okay, we'll be back. Third period action. Total shots on goal through 2 periods, 27-15 in favor of Fort Wayne. Folks, don't go anywhere. This is Comet Hockey. And the Komets clinging to a 2-0 lead over the Cleveland Lumberjacks in Game 1 of the Turner Cup playoffs. And for those of you who may be new to hockey, you may say, what is the Turner Cup? And the Turner Cup is named after Joseph E. Turner, who was an amateur goaltender out of the Detroit, Windsor area. And he was quite a goaltender, I guess, and unfortunately was killed in World War II, and they named the cup for the IHL after Joseph Turner, and that is the man that the cup is named for. So the Joseph E. Turner Cup is what we're playing for here. Underway, third period of action. Komets lead it 2-0. Fired down into the Cleveland zone and fed around the boards. Gancher up to Mikhailuk, can't make the connection. Bobby J back down into the Cleveland zone it goes. Backhanded around to Perry Gancher. To Daniel Gauthier, that's their big line. Mikhailuk, Gauthier, and Gancher. Fed around to Gauthier behind the net.
Nice hit. Oh, yeah, and a punch. And he's not going to... Oh, Adam just looked at him and got the whistle up to his mouth and let it go. So it looks like he's going to set the pace, Tim, at letting everything go this period.
We'll see. Boyce, he shoots it right in on Dobson, a high shot. Taken off by Nelson. Nelson up the near side. And he fires it into the Fort Wayne zone. Around the far side it goes. Gauthier. All the way back to the Cleveland zone it goes. Paul Louse. Wild pass goes awry. It's in the Cleveland zone. Hurd goes into forecheck. And Guy Dupuis coming up here. Hi, Guy. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Let him have the headset a second there. Okay. Score, Komets! Hey!
I'm good luck.
You're great luck, Guy.
I'm good luck.
See you, buddy. You're looking good.
Thanks, you too. Looking great.
The right side of that face is
I
good.
can't match your outfit though. I'm trying, you know.
Hey, the doctor.
No sense crying, you know.
Yeah.
You got me on the looks. Hey, I just want to step away 2-3 minutes.
That's all right. We're glad to have you up here, Guy. Your team's up 3-0, looking good. Boy, you never been on TV before?
No. I didn't think we were live.
So you think you'll play Sunday night?
Oh, we'll see. We're 8 defensemen. The guys are playing well right now, so we'll see if what the coach decides. You know, he might give us all a chance, or you know, we'll see. Depending on our team, the production of the team, the players. You know.
Yeah.
So right now they're playing really well, though.
Hey, I want to tell you, that game against Kalamazoo the other night, you had a real nice goal down there. Walked around everybody.
You know what? It happens. It's once in a while I get unconscious, you know. And, I don't know what's going to happen. It just happens. Oh, that's a big hit, huh?
Yeah, Cleveland a little chippy out there tonight.
Yeah,
Ref let some stuff go.
Oh, he did, huh? A few times there was a few breakaways and stuff.
Yeah.
Not breakaways, but almost semi-breakaways. And
Pokey come up with about 4 or 5 monster saves
He's
tonight.
pretty good. He's pretty sharp tonight.
What do you think we'll go here, Guy? Just a guess. I'm taking you guys in 5 over these guys. If you want to disappoint me and do it in 4, that's okay.
You know what? I think the same thing. I think in 5. You know, if we play like we can, and I think.
Whoa.
I don't think there's anything that's going to stop us to play our game. So I think in 5 we're going to take it. You know.
Oh, a good chance there. Hey, you better stay up here, buddy. We're putting the pressure on ever since you walked up
here. Good luck here. Good luck.
So how's the face? Is it all taken care of? You're still going to wear the face shield the rest of the year?
No, I'm gonna wear the face shield till another week, and then after that I'll go with the regular mask, I think, or the regular helmet. I might put the head visor for a while, but.
There goes Hankinson. Nobody with him. Komets making the change. Does that visor bother you quite a bit, or did you get used to it?
Just a bit. Sometimes when I want to drink water or breathe a bit.
Yeah.
Big hit by Fletcher. Wow.
And Quinn grabbed Fletcher, but that's as far as that's going to go.
If we get ahead by a few points, we might have a few fights, huh?
That's what I'm kind of feeling. Yeah. 3-0 still early.
And you know Randy likes that, huh? You know Randy.
Yeah,
Randy.
Randy.
He gets into it.
He's an animal.
Wow. He loves the scraps and stuff.
Oh, bro, have you heard of...
Imagine Randy on the ice.
Pardon?
Imagine Randy on the ice.
Yeah, I've seen him on the ice. You know, he played that old-timers game out here.
Yeah.
Got the only penalty in the whole game, went to Randy Martin.
Oh, really?
Deck Lenny Thornton. Couldn't believe it. What a goon, huh? What a goon. You miss playing, though. I bet you don't. Yeah, the game like this,
yeah. It's just, you know, it's those games that really exciting, you know, and everything's, all the press is all on those games, and they're so exciting, you know. Everything counts so much.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to play, but I know I miss being out there, but you know, once I'm out there, I'll try to help the Komets. It's the best that I can. You know, when they need me, when I get the call, I go there and do the best that I can and try to help the team. You know, try to help the team win. I mean, right now we're here to we're like a family, and we try to get the most wins possible and try to win the Calder Cup. So if the family can do it up with me for a few games and win, hey,
yeah,
I'm glad for them. If I can get him there later on and make him win, you know.
There goes Lucic. He shoots one. Dobson makes a save and hangs on. Too long. That was longer than 3 seconds. Let's give the goalies the benefit of the doubt.
When I first got up here and I put the headset, I didn't know we were live because you weren't calling play-by-play, huh? So I said, well, maybe he's going to do it later on. You know?
Well, see, they'll hear our voice, but Pat keeps on. Here goes Davidson. He hits the post. And we're going to have a slash call against the Cleveland Lumberjacks.
The fans really get into it. Like right here, I saw Randy Martin stand up and turn around so quick. I thought he was going to get a cramp in his leg.
That'll be a monster cramp if he does.
Wow. It's
you know, Guy, I got to tell you, ever since your injury, and you came back really quick off of it, I noticed, though, that your physical play picked up, even though you had the injury.
Do you find that it picked up compared to like a few months before my injury, or do you think it was the same?
Well, I think you were coming on before the injury, but it didn't slow you down once you got the injury.
Oh, really? Oh, thank you very much. I think that it slowed me down just a bit. I was still a bit physical, but I thought that maybe two, 3 weeks or maybe a month before my injury, I thought that was when I was playing my best physical game.
Yeah.
I was playing my best, but you know, you guys see it from here, up here, and you know, maybe you can call up the better shots than me. You know, maybe I'm biased in my thoughts because I'm right there, you know.
No, you were really putting the body on out there, and I think we talked about that when you were on Comet Corner with us that night.
Oh yeah, you guys give me heck, you know. I had to change my play, you know.
Well, it was Randy.
I couldn't live with myself anymore. I had nightmares at night, you know.
Well, you can't have
you guys
that.
are all on us.
You guys have got to sleep, you know, get your rest up.
Yeah.
I got to ask you this: you get by Cleveland, any preference who you might want to meet in the second round?
Preference? Well, I think I would like to go with Indianapolis. You know, that's my heart's with Indianapolis because we play so physical. You know, with two teams. It's so exciting for the fans. You know, maybe there will be more fans in the building. For us, before the game, Indianapolis games is a bit different than any other team. You know, we get so riled up in the dressing room just for that game, and Indianapolis has less points than Atlanta, so you know it would kind of be nice to have more chance to go to the third round. So add all these points, and I think it would be Indianapolis, you know.
Well, you guys sure came on strong at the end of the season. Going 15-2-1 to finish off a heck of a year. 4 points.
All the guys came together. Defensemen, like forwards. One night it was Igor and Willett. Next night it was Davidson and Boise. You know, everybody was taking their charge.
Of course, this year none of the Komets were named at the year-end All-Star picks.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
They picked that today, and none of the guys made it. But the last time that ever happened was 20 years ago, and it just so happened that was the last time the Komets won the Turner Cup. So maybe a good omen there.
Yeah. What happens with our team? Oh, nice shot.
Oh, right in front of the net. Going to be poked back, and it goes to center ice.
What happens with our team is that we got so many players, so many scorers. We got about 5 or 6 scorers that are really good. We don't have like a Lochi or a Bruce Bruto or like Scotty Gruel that even last year had more points. There's nobody really that really distinguished himself as point getters and really great players in the league. But we got 5 or 6 guys that are in the top, you know, but not the best, like, you know. So
a lot of balance.
Yeah, exactly. So that's great, you know.
Oh, Dobson makes a good save. And Dobson's been playing well tonight, too.
Yeah, he's pretty sharp. He had a lot of shots. Pokey to pokey, like we said, you know, he's really sharp, you know. He's really in his game. But I guess Dawson had double, even more than the shots in pokey. But
yeah, 35-15. You guys come on strong here.
Like we were saying, though, I'd rather have a team like this, you know, like 5, 6 players that are really good, you know, close to the top, not maybe the top 5, 6 point getters in the league, and we have like a balance, like you said, you know, like in the game of playoffs, if 2 or 3 guys score, all right. But next game, if they're off, somebody else take the charge, you know. If you got 2 or 3 guys, only 2 or 3 guys top scorers, and they're off in the playoffs, who do you count on, you know?
That's right. That's like Cleveland's got Ganchar, Gauthier, and Mikhailuk. You bottle them up.
If you stop them, you know, that's the only charge to stop them. If you can do that, you know, you get a good chance to be successful.
That's right. Komets are on the power play. A 2-man advantage for 47 seconds. You had Igor with the puck. Boy, that guy is shifty with the puck, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. When he comes in practice, you got to take your stick in your 2 hands and really squeeze hard and really try, you know, extra hard because he's got some moves.
So are you helping Igor on his French or his English or what?
Well, you know what? I would try to help him in English, but sometimes I need some help myself. So I try to help him as much as I can, but if I can't help him, I try to get help somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
Help me and him.
That's right.
Both of us.
That's right.
So I thought that English was hard enough to understand for him, so I'm not going to get into French right now. Maybe next year.
That's good.
I don't know what they just announced there, but
I don't know, but I think maybe Atlanta might have been behind. Is that what they said, Pat? He doesn't know either. Well, you'll just have to watch the tape Sunday morning. This is going to show, by the way, 10:30 Sunday morning. If you guys want to check your your action out, you can do that.
That's pretty early, though, huh?
Well, yeah, you sleep in later than 10:30, do you?
No, actually, we're going to have a practice at 10.
Are you?
30, yeah.
Well, get Ruth to tape it.
Yeah, I might ask Al for the morning off. I want to watch the TV 10.
That ought to do good for your chances on playing Sunday night.
I'll tell him I'll make a few push-ups and sit-ups back at home, and I'll be ready for it.
Okay.
I'll make the 20-minute workout. Think Randy will come with me, do a 20-minute workout Sunday morning?
I don't know if he might be able to make a couple of minutes of it. You know, he's talking about how he wants to lose weight all the time, but I never really see him make any strides towards it.
He can come and maybe change the tapes, you know, after 20 minutes, put another tape in on the VCR.
Oh, gosh. Well, what do you think? Dan Ratushny finally, I heard, got to play a game in Vancouver.
Did he? I never heard that.
Last night.
Great. That's great.
Finally, after all that time.
Did you ever heard of how he played, or?
I guess the sports writers were very pleased with what they saw. Sue Tilbury was just talking to me in between periods and told me that. So.
Oh, great.
So that's good for Danny.
Oh, yeah, it's really good for Danny.
So how about the Sylvain Courtier? Is that the guy's name? That's French too, isn't it?
He's the guy from Adirondack that might come with us, huh? Yeah, he's pretty good. He's really good, actually.
Am I pronouncing that right?
Sylvain Couturier, yeah.
Whoa.
Sylvain Couturier.
Okay.
It's the R. We pronounce the R more than you guys. You think Fletcher? Oh, Fletcher was going to go at it with Major.
Yeah, I was kind of looking for that. Maybe that'll happen later on, but...
You guys, huh? The two toughest announcers in the league.
Fletcher gets it out to Hankinson, and he'll backhand it into the Fort Wayne zone. Komets will make the change on the play. Both sides equal strength. 12:38 left. 3-0 Komets. And Guy Dupuis, right up here in our little announcer's booth. Looking real good. Nice close, Guy.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I just went to buy a GQ book the other day.
Good for you.
That's the trend. No. I just have to look at you guys, you know. That's the trend right there.
Right.
I don't have to spend money on GQ books. Well, I'm going to let Randy come here and finish.
Okay, Guy Dupuis, well, thank you very much for dropping
It
up.
was my pleasure.
Best of luck to you the rest of the way in the playoffs.
That's my pleasure.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Guy.
Take care.
All righty. Good job, buddy. Your job's in jeopardy, Randy. Thanks again, buddy. There goes one class individual right there, Guy Dupuis.
Yeah, there's a guy I hate to see get promoted, you know. Great goal last week, too, against Kalamazoo. Just danced right in there and looked like a top draft forward.
Yeah, I said that to Guy, and his response was, well, I get unconscious once in a while, you know.
Great kid. Great kid.
Komets will make line change. Bob J dumps it over to Scotty. Scotty Gruel, wide right side. He gets by his man. Look, shoots. Oh, just about a foot wide of the far side. Around behind the net, Savage gives chase. Laus missed him on a check. Savage has the puck. Back in behind. Oh, nice feed out to Jean-Marc. He shoots. Score! Beautiful, beautiful goal.
Great feed from behind the goal line to Jean-Marc Richard. Let go of that famous blasting shot that he's been so well noted for, but hasn't been effective of this year, you know?
Yeah, 4-0 Komets.
Yes. Mark and Bart up here getting pretty excited.
8:43 of period 3. Komets make it 4-0. 4-0. And the shots on goal are starting to tell the story. 37-15. And Cleveland hasn't mounted much of an attack at all this period.
A friend of mine just stopped up a little bit ago here, Tim, Brian Tina.
And the goaltender, Racine, will go in. Dobson comes out. And it's not anything that Dobson has done.
Absolutely not. He's played a tremendous game.
It's a momentum shift, I'm sure. There's still 11:17 left. Cleveland would have to mount one heck of an offensive comeback, and the Komets have kept them bottled up, which is just exactly what the game plan was, and it definitely is working so far. 4-0. Racine has to come off the bench cold. That's a tough spot to be put in.
Sure is. Sure is. But it's a ploy by Phil Russell to change the momentum of the game, and you know, like the Kalamazoo tried to do the other night to change momentum. It just didn't work that time.
Puck a shot back down into the Cleveland zone. Nelson has it. Chin checks on him.
You know, the Komets now, if anything, Tim, need to just pepper him with as many shots as possible to rile him, because he's cold.
Yeah.
There's the guy to do it, Scotty Gruel. He can get more goaltenders upset than any. And a face-off. We'll take that. We'll take that.
In the old days, of course, they allowed you to take warm-ups on the goaltender when it was changed, and in the effort to cut down on the length of time of the game, they did away with the warm-up. Priestley bumps on Willett.
Whoa!
And boy, man, that's going to be a call against Fort Wayne. McDonald, and Reddick makes a good save and hangs on to it. McDonald's going to get a boarding call. Nice thing about that boarding thing was he hit him from about 10 feet out and sent him right into the boards.
Yeah, it's sort of like a bullseye where that Martin sign was. Line him up right there with the A and the R, I guess.
So that shows you how strong Kevin McDonald is. He gets the boarding call, McDonald does. Strength
nice
once
elbow.
Again.
Nice elbow right in front of Adam. He didn't even call it. So
that's right.
Maybe that was an equalizer with Scotty Gruel getting a little interference.
That's all right. We get away with one, they can get away with one.
But call the next one, right?
Less than a minute.